It's the NFL on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Commanders and the Bengals on Monday Night Prime Time.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here on Monday night. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Sometimes you can just see a player who is clearly playing what they call the zone, right? Mike, last week when we went back and watched, I mean, whether he was throwing touchdowns or scoring with his legs, the defense just simply didn't have an answer for him. He was arguably the best player on the field, regardless of position. If he's able to continue to do that here, it's going to be a tough group to beat.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Chris Rodriguez. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The motion man here is McClure. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll run with Robinson. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they'll get him down for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, like just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3 Not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man downfield, it's Boyd. He is in. Tyler Boyd, touchdown Cincinnati. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Deep to return, Kadarius Toney. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
He's going to run it.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Higgins sent in motion. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try.
A 55-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Taken in by Gesicki. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the Commanders' 38-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on 3rd downs.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the option, here's Robinson. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Here's 3rd and 7. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now Tony to return it. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the left side. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Commanders come up with it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch, but got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
Dotson, the man in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Another run here for Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Washington.
And the Commanders' first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. That's to the rookie second-round pick, Ben Sinnott. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Washington.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Don't need much. It is third and inches. This is intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out to a 24-10 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. 2nd and 7. Now, this looks like a design run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Higgins sent in motion. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Boyd. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
Right back to Boyd. He's got it again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
That pass caught right side by Tony. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Open man is Tony. He's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Back to the air one more time. It is brought in the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught at the 2. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Powering forward, he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll look to throw again. Catch made, that's Boyd. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
A run here with Mixon. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The visitors' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Here's Tress Way now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. A throw taken in by Tony. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and taken in by Tony. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll look to throw yet again. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. It's a gain of 19 in the air. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 46-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. Ian Book leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. and they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Britton Brown, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Bailey Zappi, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far.
But there's still plenty of time left for this one
to tighten
up
significantly.
Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They went into halftime knowing that there was not a lot of room for error coming out here in the second half. So a nice job here defensively. Good start. Now the offense has to do their part. Can they cut into this deficit and make this thing a ball game?
And it's fourth down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. The veteran Jamison Crowder deep to return. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Oh, we try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense. That penalty is declined.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They will work the middle with Mixon. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing now from the gun. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
On the return is Chase Brown. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. taken in by Gesicki. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Now he takes off. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break.
And he will dive into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Robinson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Washington.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He runs with it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down, Washington.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 42-yard line.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, the Commanders.
They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Washington first down.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Second and 11. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. That his second touchdown tonight. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end going in motion here. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's deep, looking for Boyd. And he will go all the way. Tyler Boyd, touchdown Bengals. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. These scores have to be a relief to this team, Greg. Looking at going 0-3 instead, a 4th quarter lead, and it looks like win number 1 is on the way.
Absolutely, and at this stage of the season, still being early, this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Historically, teams that avoid 0-3 starts by getting back to 1-2, the likelihood of them being in that playoff picture is drastically different. So, big win today when they needed it the most.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. That's a short one caught by Sinnott.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of